Hey y'all, it's True Crime Queen. Today I'm back with two more interesting stories that I found over the last week. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get started.
Get your food! Who? Get the cop? Who? Hey. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
A mother who was arrested for murder at a hot dog stand, but later had the charges dropped, is now filing a lawsuit against the city of Chicago. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her teen son were facing murder charges following the June 18th shooting of 32-year-old Jeremy Brown at a hot dog place at the Maxwell Street Express on South Halsted Street, according to CBS Chicago. The scene was captured on surveillance video, which was released by police and showed Carlisha ordering food and her son opening fire in the restaurant before the two left the scene. Additional footage started circulating on social media, showing Brown repeatedly striking Carlisha prior to the shooting. Police had said Carlisha was in an argument with Brown while waiting in line for food at the restaurant. Prosecutors said the 14-year-old son stood in the doorway and witnessed his mother being pummeled and then took out a gun, which his mother was licensed to carry, and reportedly shot Brown in the back, according to NBC Chicago. According to police, Carlisha and her son were eventually arrested on June 21st. Carlisha was later charged with a felony count of murder and another count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Her son was also charged with murder in juvenile court, as well as weapons violations, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. But in a shocking turn of events, on Monday, June 26th, prosecutors scheduled a hearing at which they announced they were dropping all the charges. They later announced that murder charges against the teen also have been dismissed. Both Carlisha, who was being held on a $3 million bond, and her son, who was being held without bail in a juvenile detention center, were released that same Monday after the charges were dropped. This is all according to the New York Post. In a written statement, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office stated, quote, "In light of emerging evidence, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office has moved to dismiss the charges against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son. Based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof in the prosecution of these cases." The statement didn't specify what the new evidence is, but it comes after a video surfaced that appears to show Jeremy Brown, the man who lost his life, punching Hood immediately before he was shot on June 18th. The Chicago Sun-Times reports that the day after the charges were dropped, Carlisha filed a lawsuit, claiming she was falsely arrested and maliciously prosecuted, causing her to suffer emotional distress. She's seeking more than $50,000 in damages. Security cameras inside of the Caesars Palace on the Las Vegas Strip caught the moment two suspects were seen walking hand in hand and laughing with the man they are accused of unaliving just minutes later. Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both 20, are accused of taking the life of 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano inside a hotel room at the casino resort, according to police. On Monday, May 15, 2023, around 11:30 a.m., officers with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department were called to Caesars after a hotel employee found a body in one of the hotel rooms, according to 8 News Now. Investigators say Brian lost his life from a single bullet to his chest, according to an autopsy released by the Clark County Coroner's Office. The passing was ruled a homicide. A camera inside of Caesars captured the trio walking to Brian's room around 2:35 a.m. The video shows a bag slung over Brian's chest, which you can see here. 8 News Now reports that less than 15 minutes later, another camera shows Covington and Taylor running through a hallway. Prosecutors say one of the women is carrying Brian's bag. Officers found his body around 11:30 a.m. after a housekeeper made the discovery. Investigators believe the bullet that ended Brian's life matched the cartridge casing from a separate domestic violence case that involved Taylor, according to police. 8 News Now says a review of Taylor's Instagram showed a post made on May 14th, where she is wearing the same clothing and hairstyle as one of the women in the surveillance footage. According to the report, a second woman in the Instagram post was identified as Erica Covington. On Wednesday, May 17th, Covington and Taylor were taken into custody at an apartment on Simmons Street. Photos shown to a grand jury include the hotel room door and crime scene images. During a search of the apartment, detectives located a Glock magazine and the clothing allegedly worn by the two women in the surveillance footage. Detectives say they also located 2 explicit videos on Brian's phone, which they say include Covington and Taylor. According to 8 News Now, when homicide detectives interviewed the women, Covington said they met Brian at the valet and followed him to a room on the 5th floor. When investigators asked them about what happened in the room, police said Covington asked for a lawyer and ended the interview. When speaking with Taylor, detectives said she told them she, quote, has a bad memory due to a car accident, so she can't recall a lot of details. Both women are facing multiple charges, including open murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and conspiracy to commit robbery, according to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police. Covington and Taylor have pleaded not guilty. Well, that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you again for watching. Please let me know how you feel about these 2 cases in the comments down below. Please leave very respectful comments in the comment section down below. I love you for watching. Bye.